Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from TIC 1104A. We'll be presenting Parliament and Court System in Malaysia, a study of function and jurisdiction. Here are my group members, and this is the content for the presentation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ainul Hasanah Binti A.Raman. Based on the introduction of Parliament and Court System in Malaysia, the Malaysian Parliament is a federal legislative body consisting of two main houses, namely the Dewan Raya and the Dewan Negara. This shows that the Dewan Raya consists of 122 members who are elected through general election every 5 years to represent specific parliamentary areas, while the National Assembly has 70 consisting of 26 members appointed by the Yang di-Pertuan Agong, including 44 members appointed by the State Assembly and 2 members appointed by the State Assembly itself. Then, the national government system also follows democratic principles such as passing laws, minority government, action and discretionary issue. Is the different jurisdiction. Therefore, Parliament can enact laws that affect the life of the people in the country by controlling government action through debates, questions and votes to ensure the stability of various sectors of the country. Next, issue of the Special Select Committee system of the Malaysian Parliament. This issue is a Special Select Committee system as a legislative check and balance instrument in Malaysia. The function and role of legislative review in Parliament can also present a matter by selecting a special committee in the Assembly, a special chamber of the House of Representatives. In fact, the Special Select Committee that has been established also has a window rank in terms of the establishment outlined by the Parliament to examine matters that are under its responsibility. This shows the issue in the Special Select Committee can also consider various matters under its area of responsibility. Based on the properties taught by the Parliament of the Special Select Committee, in general, various matters has been considered and investigated by all the Special Select Committee establishment by the Parliament in Malaysia. Therefore, the Parliament can ensure that the Special Select Committee must make the right decision by producing the report in the conducting research which has been carried out in the Dewan Raya.
My name is Damia Binti Aziz from the IC 1104A, and today I will be talking about the functions of the Parliament. Parliament is one of the most significant places from Malaysia, especially in making important decisions for the country. The Parliament of Malaysia has three major functions, which are for legislature, executive for the administration matters, and judiciary. Now I will be talking about the composition of Parliament. The composition of Parliament consists three highest lawmakers, which are, the first one is Yang di-Pertuan Agong. Yang di-Pertuan Agong has ceremonial role but essential for ensuring the proper functioning of Parliament, opening session, approving bills and dissolving Parliament. The second one is Dewan Negara, or called as Senate. Consists upper house of Parliament with 70 members, 26 elected by the state assemblies and 44 appointed by the Yang di-Pertuan Agong. Reviews and suggests amendments to legislation passed by the Dewan Rakyat. Third one is the Dewan Rakyat, or known as House of Representatives. Lower house with 222 members elected via general election. Main functions include proposing, debating, and passing laws, and holding the executive accountable. Now on to the legislative process in Parliament. First reading, introduction of a bill without debate. Second reading, general principles and objectives of the bill are debated. Committee stage, detailed examination and possible amendments to the bill. Report stage, presentation of amendments and further revision. Third reading, final debate and voting on the bill. Approval by Dewan Negara, further security and recommendation by the Senate. Royal assent, signed into law by the Yang di-Pertuan Agong.
My name is Arifah Harlina Binti Mohsin.
I will present things about the type of court and function. Firstly, High Court has a limited jurisdiction in both civil and criminal case, as well hearing, apply and making revision of a case from the lower courts. The High Court has also inclusive jurisdiction to hear dispute regarding case. For example, divorce and matrimonial issue, admiralty, bankruptcy, company civil dispute, appointment and supervision of a guardians of a children and property, appointment and supervision of people with disabilities and property, power of attorney to administration and probates. Lastly, hearing election petitions. Magistrate courts. Magistrates play a critical role in the legal system by hearing and deciding criminal and civil cases. They ensure the court proceedings are conducted fairly, civil conditions for defendants and issue variance order. Additionally, magistrates hear appeal against decisions made by lower courts. Through this joint function, they help maintain the smooth and just operation. The sessions courts have the two. Firstly, the Court of Sessions in civils. In civil matters which are within the jurisdiction of this court, on my fine traffic accident case, landlord tenant case, and distress case. Lastly, the Court of Sessions in criminals. This may be able to hear and determine all manner of criminal cases, include capital cases which are heard by superior courts. Court of Appeals. The Federal Court judgment can be further appealed to the Court of Appeal. The original decisions that were made at the Court of Appeal can also be further appealed in the Federal Court. Federal elaboration of the Court of Appeal as its composition as well as its geographic jurisdiction provided by the Judiciary Act. About the federal courts in Malaysia, federal courts are fundamental to the legal system, with the federal court serving as the highest authority. This court adjudicates civil and criminal case, hearing appeal from lower court and setting binding legal precedents. They interpret and apply Malaysian law consistently, ensuring clarity in a legal matter. Lastly, about the Sharia Court. Sharia Court is a place where Muslims are appointed and given judicial authority to hear and fairly resolve and dispute regarding the right and claims of Muslims according to Islamic law. The present jurisdiction, the Malaysian legal system, which is Sharia versus civil. Historical and legal background. After amendment of Article 121 of the Federal Constitution in 1988, civil court do not have a jurisdiction in a matter that fall under the jurisdiction of Sharia courts. Case of apostasy and religious freedoms. Lina Joy's case is a prime example where the conflict of the jurisdiction between civil and Sharia courts become clear. The civil court ruled that Lina Joy, who want to leave Islam, need to get confirmation from the Sharia court first. The political and socio-economic influence. Politics and socio-economic significantly influenced the jurisdictional conflict in Malaysia. Under Mahathir Mohamad administration, the government push for Islamization has abolished the rule of Islamic law. This includes the implementation of the state law that criminalized apostasy and established a recovery process for individuals wishing to leave Islam. Next are the challenges and future directions. The primary challenge in addressing the jurisdictional conflict is to uphold the federal constitution and protect the right to religious freedoms. So, to conclude this case, the judicial conflict between civil and Sharia court in Malaysia highlight the tension between secular and Islamic law. While the federal constitution guarantees religion freedom, the enforcement of Sharia law can challenge this right, particularly for
My name is Nabihah Asyiqin, Binti Ahmad, Rozman. Now I will discuss the relationship between Parliament and the courts and recommendation for improving public trust and cooperation between this institution. First, relationship between Parliament and courts. Parliament and the courts have complementary roles in a democratic system. Parliaments enact laws, while courts interpret and ensure those laws are compliant with the federal constitutions. The courts play a critical role in maintaining checks and balance by invalidating unconstitutional laws, as seen in the Indira Gandhi case. However, challenges such as the 1988 amendment to Article 121 have raised concerns about judicial independence and increased tension between the two bodies. Next, the recommendation from public perception. Firstly, public education needs to be strengthened through awareness campaigns, seminar and school-level modules. Early education on legal process is essential to help younger generation understand their rights and responsibility as citizens. Secondly, the public should have broader opportunities to express their opinions. Public consultation sessions, both physical and digital, can ensure that citizen voice are heard and integrate into the lawmaking process. And the last one is information about court jurisdictions and legal process must be clearly communicated to the public. Modern technology such as mobile apps and social media can serve as effective channels for disseminating this information.
To conclude, the Malaysian Parliament and Judiciary play a vital role in upholding effective governance and justice within the country's democratic framework. However, challenges remain and reforms are essential to improve transparency, accountability and public trust in these institutions. By incorporating public recommendation and fostering collaboration between Parliament and the judiciary, Malaysia can align with global standards of governance. This approach will ensure sustainable growth and a brighter future for the nation. Ultimately, fair and accountable leadership is the cornerstone of progress and stability.